Hey everybody, it's Jeff with Half-Assed Gaming. Occasionally, I get a chance to have a look at a product that I can review for you guys and compare it to things I already have, or explore it on camera for you and with you. But today, we're going to be looking at headsets, which as my wife tells me, is my undoing. I think I have 5 different brands right now, wired and wireless. A few years ago, FiFine reached out to see if I would like to review this mic that I'm using right here, and I'm still using it. I've gone through 3 mics so far from different brands, and I like the way that this one performs. So when they contacted me again to review this headset, I jumped for it. This is the headset we're talking about today. The FiFine H9 gaming headset. It's a wired headset that comes with a 4-foot jumper out of the left earpiece. This can be plugged into their USB controller or into a mic output or any 3.5mm jack. Since it has both stereo and left and right and mic, it will need to be split if your 3.5mm jack doesn't have a mic input included. Most PCs will need to be split because they have a surround sound style connection at the rear. So the output for the speakers, headset in this case, and the microphone are 2 different inputs or 2 different ports on the back of the computer, so you'll need to split those. They make cables to do it, but they suggest using the USB controller that comes with the microphone. The first thing to note is that they are very light, which is good if you're planning on wearing them for a long session. Less neck fatigue is always appreciated. Next is they have a lot of adjustment in the strap, and it isn't too tight. I wear glasses when working at the PC, and sometimes having the ear cups squeeze the heck out of my head the whole time is super annoying. With some of the tighter ones, I even get indents in my head. The overall sound quality is good. I've heard better, and I've definitely heard some with much less definition and sound. It's missing some of the low tones for me, but again, usually headsets are up to personal preference on the sound, and you can get some equalization within Windows with additional programs if you want to boost or lower certain things. But out of the box, it's missing a little bit of the lows for me. This is all based on the drivers that they're using in the ear cups as well, so they just naturally don't have any of the lows. So you can bump them up, like I said, with some software if you'd like to. With the cups snug around your ears, like I'm wearing them currently, you can still make out the sounds around you in the environment, but they still do a great job of keeping you focused on what you're actually listening to, whether it be a video game or music or a Zoom call or whatever. You can hear things that are happening around you, but not in so much a way that it interferes with what's happening in front of you. The mic is a little bit different, however. Because it is controllable on the USB controller, this guy right here, it has volume up and down for the headset. There are little icons that are carved in there, your 7.1 button, and your plus and minus on the microphone, as well as over here, the muting the microphone. So you plug this like so into here, and then it has a little clip on the back, so if you wanted to clip it to your shirt or something, you could. However, the mic, though, when you're using it for communication, like on Discord or something like that, what happens is the volume on Windows might be up really high, and the volume on the controller might be up really high, so then you get a lot of kind of like gain noise, which is not very pleasant for the people that are trying to listen to you talk. So then you have to kind of, move this slider down and that slider up and that slider down and this slider up, and until you get it to a point where it's less annoying for the people that are listening to you. The other issue is that it does not have a pop filter on the mic. So sometimes, you know, if you're a little more animated when you're talking about, maybe you're playing an FPS or something, and you need to get some information to your buddy, when you're doing the P's and T's, if you do it loud enough, it will actually cut the mic out. So it would be helpful to have a little pop filter. If they would have just included a little guy to stick right over there, I think they'd have, it would be much well received. And, you know, I don't think that they're that much extra. I'm curious why they kind of left it off of there, but I think it's something that they should have added, and maybe in future versions it will be something that they'll add, because I believe a pop filter is pretty important, especially when a mic is this close to your face. This headset I used on my PC, my PS5, and my Switch. Worked super easy right out of the box, especially on the consoles. Those are pretty straightforward when you have to deal with any mics and stuff like that, because you just go into the settings and go up and down with the mic, and the person on the other end will tell you whether it's okay or not. There aren't two different sliders in our case on a console like they are on a Windows machine. So that part is super easy. I plugged it in and immediately recognized on the Switch, playing SnowRunner, I could hear everything I needed to hear. Again, super light on the head, so the long gaming sessions when I was on vacation, like 2 hours, I could sit there with these on, no issues whatsoever. Didn't feel uncomfortable. Even with my glasses on, like I was saying, they don't really press into my head like some of the other major brands do. They're very tight, and I'm sure that's to get like a good seal around the ears and stuff like that, but for folks like us with glasses, it's unfortunately very uncomfortable. Now let's talk about one more thing. The last is the price. These are $38 plus or minus with tax and shipping from Amazon. I'll leave the link in the description below. It's a clean link. There's nothing comes to me monetarily, so you can just click on them and buy them there. But if you look at something with the same features from like a Corsair or like a HyperX or Kingston Technology, they're over $100 after the taxes and shipping. So for $38, you could buy 2 of these and outfit, you know, your kiddos or whatever with these for doing their playing on their consoles. It's really a game changer in the fact that I've used this, and for extended periods. I've had them for 2 months now. Plug them in every time, they work, no issues. So it's very reassuring that when you seemingly spend that little money and you get something of this quality, it's always appreciated. So look for the H9 gaming headset by FiFine over on Amazon at the link in the description below. Thanks, guys. We'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.